Okay, so welcome to Monday Night Calls. For those of you that are new on these, we have these every single Monday night, same exact time. They're reoccurring, so if y'all want to go ahead and put them in your planner, then if y'all don't know, we have at 7 p.m. our Black Diamond uplines. They host a Zoom prior to this one, which I didn't get to get on tonight. But the good thing is they're recorded, so you can always go back and catch the replay if you're ever just not free at that time. Um, so, first things first, I want to talk about making your business a priority. So many times, whenever we've been in this business for a while, we can stop making it such a priority and start getting in more of that hobby mindset. And even whenever you're brand new, you can come into this as more thinking of it like a hobby, and instead of thinking of it as I'm a business owner and I kind of control my own time and I have to, be mindful of that. So, how can you make your business a priority? The main thing, you guys, is going to be scheduling. Scheduling is so crucial. If you have a full time job, maybe your scheduling looks like how can I fit it in on my lunch break? How can I maybe get up an hour early before I go to work? Or I know we have Joni on here. She used to like get to work early so she could work in her car, and then she went into her full time job. I used to I used to be intentional with taking a lot of bathroom breaks at work because I knew that that's whenever I could get on my phone while I was in there because it was none of their business. They didn't know if I was pooping or if I was getting a post. They had no idea. So how are you keeping your business a priority? Make sure that you have that schedule. If you're home full time, that's where it can really start to get a little bit crazy whenever you come home because you feel like you have your whole day. You feel like the whole day, like I've got from whenever I get up till I go to bed. And then next thing you know, you put your business off until like 3 p.m. and then 3 p.m. turns into 7 and then you just didn't get anything done. So make sure that you are doing scheduling no matter what your day looks like. And if you need help with scheduling, you can reach out to myself. Ashlyn is on here. Ashlyn is my enroller. She's y'all's double diamond upline. And I know that she would be more than happy, as well as myself, to sit down and help you figure out a roadmap to make your business a priority if you're struggling with scheduling and fitting it in. The next thing is, how are you showing up for your business? It's so easy to get to where you're in a funk, or maybe you're brand new and you aren't super confident in with your business. Um, but you need to make sure that you show up with in your business like you want it to be. Does that make sense? That made sense in my head. So, like, if you are showing up and for those of you that don't know rank, so a diamond makes a full time income with this business. If you're showing up every single day as if you are already that diamond, that confidence is going to bleed through in your posts and in your stories and all of your things. So show up to your business with confidence. When you're messaging people on Facebook, asking them to put up a host to post for you, or whenever you're talking to them about product, you guys go into that conversation with confidence because you are a business owner. This is your business. They are not buying, it works. Nobody has ever hopped in my inbox and said, "You got some of that it works?" No, they've said, "Hey, girl, I've seen where you drink that coffee. Can I get some more information about the stuff that you are using?" Or, "Hey, I've seen where your friend lost some weight with those gummies. Can I get some more information about that?" They are buying you and what you are showing up and presenting about your business, but they're not buying into the company. So make sure that you're showing up and you're branding yourself. How are you branding yourself with this business? What is something that people know about you outside of it work? I always like to do like a profile check. I usually go through like on the weekends and look at my profile and see if I can tell 5 things about myself um, that has nothing to do with It Works. And if you don't know, you can go to your Facebook and like the 3 little dots on the side, I think that's where it's at. It says view as. And so what that does is it lets you view your profile as if you're like outside looking in. So it's what other people see when they come to your page. And I always do it as view as, and then I go down through there and I say, okay, can a stranger that I don't even know, like Sally put up a host post for me. Sally's friends are wanting to know, who is this girl selling these gummies? Is she legitimate? When they come and lurk on my Facebook, because they're going to, do they see a huge sales ad or do they know who I am as a person? So when I'm going down through there, I want them to see other stuff. So I know we have Diana on here that loves to sew. Diana, can people see that you love to sew by looking at your Facebook right now in your first like 10 posts? We gotta fix it. We've got Ashlyn. She posted about her infertility. Do you think people could see it in your first 10 posts that you struggle with that and that you're going through that? Boom. That's something that they connect with her on. Joni, what about your dog grooming and stuff? Is it in there? First 10 posts, if I go look, I'm not going to know. Okay, so that's the problem. So you have to make sure that you are showing up, that you are branding yourself something other than it works. You have something that people come to your page and they can relate you as an actual person and not like a robot salesperson. So make sure that you're every single week that you're doing a profile check-in for yourself and saying, okay, can I tell? I like to have a good mixture. I go through and those first 10 posts, if I can't tell 5 things about me, whether it be just faith from quotes or that I'm a mom because I'm posting about my kids, just something other than it works, then I know that that is a problem that I need to fix. So make sure that you're being relatable, but that you're also showing up for your business and every single day you're flipping that open sun. So that's another question. How are you opening your business on your social media every single day? How do people know that you have a business? Are you posting in your stories? That's one thing. First thing in the morning, I get up and I make sure I post in my stories, whether it's me talking. I try to talk because I want to keep it authentic. Like it's been a little bit harder for me to get in there and actually talk. So lately it's been more of the slides that are in Telegram. So y'all will have access to that. And if you don't, you're still in training, I will get you in there ASAP. I may be sending you stuff for a little bit until I get you in there, but make sure you're posting in your stories every single day. And if I ever don't send you one and you're not in Telegram, be like, girl, I need a story. I got to make sure people know I got a business today. So make sure you're posting in there. But whenever you're in your stories, remember it's the same thing as on your page. You want people to be able to relate to you, not just it works. So same thing in my stories. Every day I try to do something it works related, like a product, the coffee slab, something like that. And then I post 2 or 3 things, whether it be a picture of my food or my dog's running around in the yard, something like that, so that it's not just it works. And then I hit them with like a business post or something like that in the story. The other way that people know that my business is open is because every single day I throw up a post. Every day, every morning, whether it be a quote, whether it be about product, whatever, I post. So people know that I have something to offer. And then I go in and I get my host to post pushed out every day. A minimum of 5 a day is what you should be shooting for. Getting 5 people to post for you every single day should be your minimum. And that's the gummy post. So they're posting about the gummies. If you're not using Gummy Host to post right now, you guys, you are missing so many customers. So many customers. Ashlyn and I have been enrolling like crazy from Gummy Host Post. Diana has too. Gummy Host Post is where it is at right now. People, that's catching people's eyes, whatever it is, I don't know. But if you're using any other one, switch it to the gummies one. It's in the boards. It says spring testers needed, March 2024, whatever. That one is working amazing. And then it goes right into 30-day drop, and most people are doing 30-day drop. Other thing is making sure that you have your goal in front of you and that you're being loud about that on your page. So if you are brand new in this business, I'll go ahead and tell you your goal is to get your first 4 customers and 1 distributor in your first 30 days, 90 or 30 days. Sorry, I must have that wrong. 4 customers, 1 distributor. If you are brand new in this business, if you've never, ever, ever enrolled, that is your goal right now, 4 customers. If you are not brand new, what is your goal? What are you pushing for right now? Executive, Ruby, Emerald? Where are you going? You need to have a goal and you need to have it printed off and keep it in front of you. I know that sounds crazy because we like in our heads, we're like, I know what I'm pushing for, but it does something different if it's somewhere you could see it. For me, I always take whatever my goal is that month, I take it and I put it on my fridge because I go to the fridge all the time. I'm going to see it multiple times a day. And it's just like a refresher whenever I see it. And not only that, but my husband gets to see it and he'll ask me and check in and be like, hey, how are you doing with those customers? Or maybe he'll mention it whenever he's at work or whatever. And then making sure that you are taking it another step further, but that you're being loud about it on your social media. That's something you can talk about in your story. Like literally, it's like a quick like video of, hey, we'll just say it for a new person. I am pushing for my first 4 customers. I just started this new business. If y'all are looking for skincare, hair care, or whatever, let me know and I'll send you some more information. It could be a post on your Facebook. It could be TikToks and Reels. Or if y'all are good with doing TikToks and Reels, those are taking off a lot lately. But making sure that you are not only having a goal, keeping it in front of you, but also shouting it out to every single person, calling friends and family, If you haven't talked to them yet, make your chicken noodle soup list. That's what I call it. If you can't think of people to put down, I always think of the people who would bring me chicken noodle soup if I needed it and I was sick and I couldn't get out. Like when we had COVID and couldn't get out, who would leave it at your front door for you? Those are the people that would do anything to help you. So those are the people that you would call first and say, hey, I'm pushing to get my first 4 customers. I don't know if you're interested, but I would be happy to send you my website and you can look around and see if it's something you would like to help me out. So, Ash, do you have anything that you want to add before I close? No? Okay. Is there anybody that has questions about anything? Anything you're struggling with this week? Diana and Joni mainly. Are y'all good? No struggles? 0 struggles. I don't believe you.
No, actually, I know what I need to do.
We had a good call today, this morning.
Yes. Yes.
What about you, Joni?
Consistency.
All right. So what are you going to do to change it? That was my next 2 questions. What is 2 things that you need to improve in your business? What are you going to do to change that consistency?
Stay consistent.
Girl, that ain't work for you all month. That ain't the answer. That ain't the answer. So let me give you some tips to stay consistent. First of all, you're going to set alarms. Set you some reminders.
Okay.
That alarm be non-negotiable. I used to have to do that too before I created a habit, like with host to post. I'd straight forget it, and it'd be night time, and I had no host post up, and I was like, "What did I do for my business?" I had to set like a reminders in my phone, and non-negotiably, if that timer went off or alarm or whatever went off, I sat down. I didn't care if I was driving. I pulled over. If I was cooking, it just had to turn the burner down so I could get it done. And then eventually that consistency kicked out, and I just started doing it out of habit. So create your habits. Set an alarm if it'll help. Do you have your day schedule out?
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I have stopped doing that, and I think that's because I like checking things off,
Yeah.
And so that's probably some of my problem.
Yeah, I'm a box checker too, but I have to schedule it. I don't know if y'all seen my live the other day, but go get you a planner. They have them at Walmart. You can get them at the dollar store probably too. That they have like the hourly, you see, like for a minor hourly from like 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. And I just write it down the day before. I'll literally sit in there like tonight and map out tomorrow. And I put in my non-negotiables first. So like we have a doctor's appointment, I'll put that in and like what time we need to leave and all the stuff that I have to do in my day to day. And then I go back in and I say, okay, so where's a free space? Because you only need like 2 hours. And it could be, 30 minutes here, 5 minutes. It can be sporadic throughout the day, but like in total, you only need 2 hours to get your work done if you're actually working. Now it's easy to get lost and scroll. It's easy to get on TikTok and be like, I'm gonna throw out my TikTok for the day, but then you get on there and you watch 10 videos and that's not working. So that will take up your time. Or get on Facebook and then you get lost in the scroll and then you're like, man, I've been working for an hour, but really haven't. So if you'll be consistent with it or like intentional with it, it only takes 2 hours. That's it. I time myself every morning. That's something else that may help. Maybe you need to time yourself. I do that because I know I will get lost. I will get off on somebody's story or somebody's whatever, and then I'll forget what I'm doing and not actually get my work done. And then I've got to go to an appointment or I've got to go do this, that, or something else. So I'll literally set a timer on my phone and say, okay, so my shift one takes me an hour and 15 minutes the way I have it set up. And so I'll set an hour, 15-minute timer, and I know that I need to go get my stuff done. So if I'm only halfway through if I haven't sent y'all my shifts, I could send them to you, but I just plugged mine into the notes section on my phone so that because I am a check mark person, I like to be able to just check it off. So I know though, if I'm not halfway through that, whenever my timer's halfway through, then I need to speed it up, Buttercup, because I'm probably reading people's statuses and lovey-dovey stuff on there, and like I don't know, like let me go like this person's stuff and let me go watch this girl's story, and then I'm spiraled and I'm down a rabbit hole next thing I know. So set yourself a timer. Maybe that'll help too. So anyway, I will let you guys go. I try not to let these things get too long. I like to keep them short, sweet, to the point. If y'all have questions on Monday nights, bring them, send them to me beforehand, we can cover them. And I will see you guys next Monday. Bye guys. Hopefully this is helpful. Schedule your stuff and make sure you're shouting out your goals. All right. Bye y'all.